How you doing out there in Klan America? I mean, in Christian America, my bad beginning. Um, Today is Monday, December 15th, 2014. I just right now I'm at the where am I? I'm on First and Anthony, and this is where they usually have the Saturday morning market. And behind me is the famous waterfall. Right there, that's the woman that's holding this plate. There's actually two of them. There's one on the other side too, but they don't have any water in there. And I'm sitting here in one of the basins, and there's a little bit of water in that basin right there. And if you go all the way around, there's a little bit of water. I just found one of those needles, one of those syringes that you can you can shoot drugs with. I noticed that if I read this right, because there's water in all of these basins. If I read this right, somebody was leaving a subliminal message. Unfortunately, tonight I'm not going to be staying at the glorious Portland Rescue Mission. Somebody has my TV card. Last night they took my wallet, removed the zipper, and they broke the zipper and took the TV card so that I would stay there tonight. I figured it was done on purpose. Lots of activity from the community. This morning I woke up and I was hit last night. I stayed at the mission. I was hit last night. Gabriel came out. She raped the hell out of me like she normally does. All the men probably just sat there and looked. I gave them a speech this morning about standing with me and let's call the police together and file a report. Not one person responded except for one man who told me to shut up because it was 4:30 in the morning and he didn't want to hear it. So from 4:30 to about 6 o'clock this morning, I fished to see if God would give me one eyewitness to stand with me against what they've been doing at night. Well, apparently they've been taking my keys, going through my bag, and taking my stuff. Not just the homeless, the staff, maybe, I don't know. Gabriel and her group of girls, I don't know, I'm not sure. But somebody has the TV card. So that puts me outside of that mission and probably any other mission that asks for a TV card for the homeless to stay in. So I went out there this morning and preached against the fact that, law and government is don't stand with the community. But the community, will command you and demand of you to do things which is contrary to what the law to what the law and the government will tell you not to do. You've got a bunch of ordinances and codes that are written all around the city that tells you can't sleep on sidewalk properties and that sort of thing. You can't cross at a red light. But then you've got the community that tells you yes, you can, right? So you've got law and government on one side and community on the other side. Same thing goes for the church. You've got the church elders in the Bible that tells you can't do things, and then you got the community coming into the church building and coming into the church sanctuary where they tell you yes, you can. You can do whatever. Do what we tell you to do, because if you do it, then you get that. I'm a firm believer in the Bible, and I'm a firm believer in God. I'm a firm believer in the government and its laws, but I stand with the whole idea of the community, being outside of government and not standing with the law, telling you to do the complete opposite, because 9 out of 10 times you get into trouble with the government when you listen to them, or something bad happens because as a result of listening to them as a community. In any case, I'm going to move from here. It looks like I'm attracting audience. I didn't exactly any audience here tonight, but I'm going to move my station from here. And I'm not with the community and I'm not with the homeless tonight. But some of the stuff that I have to communicate might get offensive. So, the community sends people sometimes to spy or to say or to do things, and it's best not to be in their face with what you got to say. And so we're going to move camp here and move over here. If they can hear me from a stone throw away, that's fine, but I don't need it. I don't need it that close. In any case, lots of activity, and I consider a lot of it. Check out this Anthony arcade here. This is something that would have been dedicated to a dead person. Look at it. I don't know who that is. That looks like the guy that's been running around in Captain Ankeny. Looks like the guy that's been running around in up there at the port rescue mission. He looks a little bit like Ford, doesn't he? Anyway, in any case, we don't want to be near all of that. We want to get away from that and go as far away from it as possible. There seems to be danger. You know what I'm saying? There seems to be danger all around us. In any case, I've got some things that I need to bring out into the open. There's a lot of Klan activity against my life. I mean, just too many, or too much, I should say. Too much Klan activity. Every city I go into, and they're not wearing their hood or anything, but come on, I'm a black man. I know the difference between, let me make sure here, I know the difference between a white guy that's a friend and a white guy that's an enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of obvious after a while. It's kind of obvious after a while when they don't, when they make it that obvious that they don't, we're not friends of yours anymore as a race. It's a racial thing, and I'm sorry? It becomes a racial thing, right? That you're dealing with. It becomes a racial thing that you're dealing with when you can't go to church, you can't get a job. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the best place to put this in here. This white guy came out of nowhere and decided to plant himself right next to me. I didn't want it, so I moved away from the area. And so now I'm here, and they're starting to come out again. So, they're the kind of people, I'm kind of shocked that this is how the real white world is. You go to church, right? You go to church with them, right? You go to church with them on Sunday, but then during the course of the week, this is what they're hiding, right? This is what you don't see about them. On Sunday morning, they give you this, and during the week, they live this way with you, right? Everywhere you go, in every city you go to Beaverton. That's what's inside of the heart. They don't want you using the computers, their computers. They don't want you printing stuff. They don't want you uploading information. They don't want you doing nothing at all, right? That's in Beaverton. You try to find apartments, they don't want you in their apartment. You try to find churches, they don't want you associating with churches. You go to their stores, their food stores like Safeway, or you go to their food stores like Fred Meyer's. Like tonight I just went to Fred Meyer's and bought some turkey, right? Because of what Gabrielle Franklin did. She's the turkey woman in my life. And so I went and bought a turkey leg. The turkey leg probably cost like $2. They charged me $5.75 for it. I said, okay, I'll take the hit. I took the hit, ate the turkey leg, and didn't say nothing about it, right? Then they went into Last night they went in, you know what this is, right? It's a winter shelter pass to let you in to the mission. They give you 2 of them. This one right here is the night pass when you go to the chapel, and you can stay and sleep in the chapel. The other night pass, I think that's still down here. That's the one for the downstairs, the dorm. That's what they call it. They call it the dorm. That's the one for the dorm. Well, anyway, you need this and the TB card. Well, they took the TB card, so now there ain't going to be no sleeping at no mission tonight. So I'm going to be roaming the streets. And as soon as they find out where I'm at, they come, they hustle and they hassle me so I can move to the next place. Just like we just did a few minutes ago, that's what they do all night long. From place to place, right? And it's the community, and it's the homeless, the homosexuals, it's the international, and they're all under that same, you know what I just showed you a few minutes ago, right? They're all under that same hood. They're all under that same position. You go to some of these churches, and they give you their invitation or whatever, but the problem is, this is what you're dealing with everywhere you go, right? The violence comes out of this right here, right? This is what they won't show you. You know, like this morning I was talking, and this guy comes out in a vigilante mask, like a ski mask, and he's all covered up, and his eyes are out, and the front of his face is painted, or the mask was painted in the form of a skeleton. And I thought, well, that's interesting that something like that would happen while I'm talking to the public. But the reason why I'm talking to you tonight, and here's I put it inside my Bible, but here's the price check for the $5.75. I just got this Bible tonight from the mission. $5.75, right there. I could not believe it. I want it to be a reminder to me about honesty. Honesty when you go shopping, and honesty when you're dealing with people. I found that wallet the other day, called the police, and called the place that the guy supposedly went for a meeting, emailed them, and to this day, they still haven't emailed me back. So I'm wondering, you know, I wonder if that was a hit or a setup. I wonder how much of my work they're going to remove from that new book. You know, I wonder how much of that book they're going to take. Right? It's an exchange, money exchange. So there's just a lot of activity. I'm not going to name everything tonight, but, you know, I guess the reason why I'm talking is to warn you Haitians. You Haitians that are coming over into this country. You be careful and watch your back. If you turn your back for a minute, you can come back and be missing a lot of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? This afternoon I went where did I go? I went to IKEA to buy a bag, right? To buy this bag right here. And I also bought an umbrella. When I went to IKEA, it was fine when I got there, but when I was just about to check out, something I wasn't expecting happened. I took this green bag that I saw, which was more fitting for me, to ask how much it was, because the price wasn't on there. Everything is supposed to be priced. And since the price wasn't on there, I went, and the woman winced it as if, well, you know, we're gonna up it in price. And I thought, well, that's not right, you know. She was a gay bro in the community. I didn't agree with what I saw communicated, and the woman, because there were 2 of them. There was a mulatto woman, and then there was and a white woman. And the white woman, when she quoted me, it was sort of like iffy. She wasn't sure either. Well, anyway, when I saw how she responded, I'm like, wait a minute. You people are the community, right? You're from the gay side. You're a bunch of gays. I don't want you pricing my what I'm about to purchase. So I took the bag, and in anger and frustration at the fact that they came out on me on account of Gabrielle Franklin, because she stalks me everywhere. And her voice is everywhere. So anyway, I went and I took the bag and went to another register, the original register I was going to go to anyway. But the bag had caught my eye, and I went to and I had lost my spot my space, my spot. I was next in line, and I had lost my spot, so that's what made me go to the counter on the left. Well, anyway, I took it to the original cashier, and of course they wouldn't stop barking at her. So they barked at her until finally the Klan in her came out. And when I saw her completely change and transform, I thought to myself, my God. And the price has changed 3 different times, right? From $349 to $399 to $499 to $5. And I'm thinking, IKEA, you're being dishonest. What's going on here, right? So she gives it to me with the new IKEA card, and I said, okay. So then she charges me for the umbrella, and she charges me for the bag. I said, fine. I get on the train, and I get some characters there. White guys, white Klan guys, probably about 6 feet tall. There, about 3 of them. 2 of them were sitting down, 1 of them was standing up, and the one standing up was the most vicious one of all. He didn't say anything to me, but what his spirit communicated was, I'm going to fucking kill you. And I thought to myself, you know what, did you want some? I guess I said, did you want something? That's what I asked him. But I was talking to him, not directly, but indirectly, looking at him through the mirror or through the glass while he was standing right there in front of me. There's a lot of Klan activity in Portland, and I know there is all over the country. You, Africans from that island, you watch your back. These people are out, and these people want blood. My blood, your blood, and the blood of our children and our family members, because the hate and the rage and the sin that is in those people that God has put there, okay, that God has turned them over to, is out on us. Do you hear me, Haitians? That Haitian woman is not coming to my bedside and sucking on my, doing all of that by herself. They're trying to piss me off and agitate me so I could not spit in their face or punch them in their face, but so I could stab them, kill them, so that they can lynch me. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? These white people are doing it on purpose. I'm by myself in the country. I no longer have contact with Gabriel and her son. They took Gabriel and her son away. Anybody that I would have known as a friend on the white side is now an enemy. Anybody that I would have known as a Christian is now an enemy. Anybody that I would have known on the church side is an enemy. I went to Portland Christian Center the other day. Now, I didn't write it in the article, but there's another side. There's a Klan in there. Do you understand? And those people don't like niggers coming onto their property to watch them sing. That's why I gave a warning that I was sad, I was mad, and I didn't want to be there. But I was there because to honor Jesus Christ. And they will do it. They will honor Christ, but there's another side. The Klan is in there. There may be Christians in there who love God and who want to serve God and who want to be there as the church. But the Klan is in there, and they don't want your black ass on their property. They didn't want mine there, and they made it very obvious. I'm not talking about the church side, but I'm talking about the Klan side. Those people are there. You understand what I'm saying? I just discovered something tonight, and this is my last point. Okay, I didn't use any Bible verses or anything tonight, but I wanted to talk openly and frankly to you people so that you understand this is what's going on here in Portland, Oregon. Okay, let me make sure that this video is working. Okay, we've got a few minutes, but I was at the Master Seminary and the conclusion that I came to was this, that MacArthur took me out of the Master Seminary where I could become a pastor, right? And now guess what I'm with, right? Master's slavery. Now I was laughing at first, but then I thought, you know what, that's really messed up. In the church, Master's Seminary trains you to become a pastor. But the masters in the nation that are at the mission or any of these missions lead you to slavery. So from the Master's Seminary to Master's slavery. If that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. I couldn't figure out what the problem was. All these cute little boys running around here, and they're all trying to catch my attention. And I'm thinking to myself, why are these cute little boys trying to catch my attention? I'm a grown black man. Why would a cute little boy want my attention to look at him that way? It's because there's a gay Klan spirit in there. He gives you the gay side so you can look. They wanted me to take a picture of this boy's ass tonight. And I said, Melinda warned me and said, no, don't do that. And I didn't do it because he was right directly in front of me. And he was the spitting image of TJ Ford. And I said, Jesus, I think he was the lead fullback of Manuel High School, right? Back in the day. Today, they're all over the damn place. They're trying to use this boy's faith to what? To attract me so that they can what? Entrap me as a slave. And I thought to myself, why would you white people do that? Because it is still in the society, in the culture, in the country, in the community. Remember, there's two sides. There's law and government, and there is the community. What? The gays, the Klan, the slaves, and internationals who subjected themselves and submitted themselves like Gabriel and G. Franklin. So from the master's seminary to what? To masters in slavery. So for 16 years, MacArthur and these people have been trying to turn me into a damn slave. From the master's seminary, where I would be a pastor teacher, to the master's in slavery. In other words, choose one of these white boys, he'll give you this shithole, and you can become a slave. Because you're not going to graduate from the master's seminary and become a pastor teacher. And I thought to myself, my God, how can this be? But here we are in the 21st century, people. And this is the shit that's going on. So I give you a warning. So it don't matter whether you're in a Christian context or non-Christian context. Watch your back, Haitian. Watch your back when they're in that country. Watch your back when they come smiling. They're a bunch of smiling assassins. Watch your back. They don't care about you. They don't want you, and they hate you. They will turn you against your own. These people are for real. They ain't playing with us. They don't like our race. They don't like our people. They don't want us in their country, and they don't want to be in ours. Watch your back.